All right, we'll go ahead and get going here with Thomas Harding. Thomas, go ahead.
Hey, John. First of all, how's it go? How did the session go today?
Oh, it was really good. We kept it light, about 32 pitches, 33 pitches, but mixed in everything, and it was really good. I really thought it was a good session.
It looked like your secondary pitchers were working really well in the intra-squad game the other night. First of all, how did you feel about them, and what were some of the readings you got on your fastball and also on your slider?
Secondaries, I couldn't be more happy with right now. I feel like through this whole shutdown thing, that's what I've been focused on is having at least two really good secondaries, and right now I feel like I have three. I mean, the changeup has come along, and my spin is getting better and better. So, yeah, I'm very happy with my secondaries. My fastball, on the other hand, I'm happy with the way I'm throwing it, I guess, but I still want to see a little bit uptick in velo if I could get that. But other than that, I mean, I feel like with the way the fastball is playing and the secondaries off of it, I feel like it's a really good mix.
So what is your velocity on the fastball, and what are the things you want to do better with it?
I think the last inter-squad session was probably around 9. I think it was like 94. But, yeah, I would like to average around 96, 97 and, just use it up in the zone a lot more. But yeah, I think once someone gets in the box I don't like, I think it'll be there.
All right. So when do you throw next? What is your schedule leading up to real games in Texas?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that yet, the exact schedule and the rotation and everything. But, I think all three, our starters in here are thinking day one. So I think we're all ready for that day. So, we're feeling really prepared, and I think we're prepared as a group.
Thanks a lot, John.
No worries.
Kyle Newman, go ahead.
Hey, John, with I know obviously with your Cherokee roots, with some of the discussion around changing the Indians name, the Braves name, obviously Washington Redskins getting changed. Do you have any thoughts on that and just name changes in baseball with Native American imagery?
Yeah, I was thinking about it a little bit the other day. I think, I don't know. It's touchy. It's tough to, if we want to change it, I guess, I mean, that's fine, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything bad said about any of it. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything negative tied to it. So, I think most of it is okay. I remember Northeastern State, Oklahoma, where my brother played football. They were the Redmen, and they changed their mascot to the Riverhawks. So, I mean, it's just, and that was right in Cherokee Nation. So, I mean, they have more of a grip on it than anyone. But yeah, I don't know. I really kind of feel up in the air about it. I don't think it's really that offensive to most people. But then again, I can't really speak for them.
And what about the chop in Atlanta? Ryan Helsley, the Cardinals pitcher, he said he thought that was offensive and not representative of Native Americans. Do you have any thoughts on the Braves chop, and should they do away with that?
No, I think it's cool.
Okay,
I think it's pretty unique. I think it's pretty cool.
Nate Groke, go ahead.
Hey, John, you kind of joked about this here just now with Thomas that you're not being able to you're not getting to face guys you dislike in the box. But in all seriousness, though, since this preparation for this season here with this 3 weeks is a lot different, really, are you kind of having to go into the season, with a little bit of faith that your preparation is correct, but that you're because you don't get the normal kind of results back from a Cactus League game, that you just kind of have to know how you feel? Is that sound about right? Or
yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, everybody's been kind of on their own program, and it's been, some guys have had heavy workloads, some guys have had a little bit lighter, but with me, I feel like I did the right amount, but it definitely does take some faith, because this is one of those years I'm gonna have to lean on a lot of experience to kind of. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be different in a way, but then again, I'm going to lean on my experience of being here and doing it again, that type of thing. But it is going to be a little bit different, with the crowd and the noise and all that kind of stuff. That's going to be different and new. But with then again, like the experience, I'm going to feel right at place.
Yeah. Are you a kind of pitcher when you're on the mound that everything sort of blacks out anyway, except for except for the glove.
Yeah,
Or
it is that way with me. I feel like it's kind of like a blackout thing, and the game may go on for like a little over an hour or whatever. You may be in the game for over an hour, but it seems like it's 20 minutes and it's gone. It's weird.
yeah, do you think that it'll be like that once you get into a real game?
I
Still?
think so. I think it'll come back. I don't think it'll be too much different. I think it's going to feel like baseball.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
No worries.
Sean Keeler, go ahead.
Hey, John, I saw somewhere where you guys' rotation age on average still, Buddy likes to joke that, you're all veterans now, but it's still like 26, 27. You think that helps when you've got a sprint and you've got a season like this where everybody's kind of got to go full bore for such a short period?
Yeah, I think so. I think with most of our guys, like everyone's had that little bit of taste of like, right at the end, we're so close. And I think that's going to play a long ways for us. I think it does a lot when no one's watching, you know what I mean? Like the off seasons get taken more seriously, people's work and everything. And we have high expectations of ourselves. And I think it's a really good thing. I mean, if we didn't, that would be really kind of scary. So it's good to know that and know that, we do have guys that are hungry and ready to win.
What about the importance of swing guys at a time when you're still in kind of back into, spring training 2.0 and getting those pitch counts back up? How big could those long guys be in situations this year?
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that's going to go, especially the first couple weeks with not, everyone's not built up to like 8-9 innings, but it'll be interesting to see how that's used. And yeah, I think they're going to be a lot more valuable than they were in the previous years.
Thanks, John.
I will go to Brent Brigham with the final questions unless anyone else raises their hand here. Brent, go ahead.
John, in a sport where numbers are such a big motivating factor and, something that people track, in a season where numbers aren't going to be the same, there won't be a 20-game winner, things like that, does that change the mentality or any sort of the motivation to you?
It just changed my goals. Like obviously it's not a year I can go and get 200 innings or anything like that, but then again, I can still set some goals. I want to, walk less than however many people per 9 innings and keep my strikeouts up, pitch count down. There's certain things I'm looking for, but yeah, it's like total and thinking about like goals for the year. It's a little different. Like it's tough to say like, hey, my goal this year is like, I don't know, 80 innings or something like that. It's gonna be a little different, but there's still some goals to set.
Do you have any? I mean, are you pegging maybe 12 starts, or what do you think the start number will be? And then based on that, I mean, do you have a win number in mind? Anything like that?
Not really. I just want to basically just be a better pitcher than I was last year. If I can just find a way to be better than I was last year, I think things will take care of themselves, especially. But no, I guess I want to see my strikeouts per 9 go up, my walks go down. So if I could find a way to kind of spread that out, that would be great.
Great.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I will go to Arn Anderson for the final question, sir.
Hey, John, I wonder, this is so weird the way this all unfolded, right? We've got this truncated spring training 2.0. Normally, typically in March, you have an idea when you're a week out how the team has really come together. And I wonder, is there a way for you to put your finger on the pulse as to where this team is and where you guys hope to be as we get ready to start this season in 8 days?
Yeah, it's with what I've seen in camp the last couple of weeks, it's been really, really, really good. Like I'm really excited, and it was really cool to see everyone that kept in their work and even improved in some ways. So it was really cool to see that, and because that's something like during the season you can't you don't really notice, but you don't see somebody for a couple of months and you come back and they've learned something new. It gets you fired up a little bit. But I think it's I don't know. It's just I don't know the best way to describe it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just different, but I still feel like we're in a good place compared to other teams. I know some other teams have had troubles, but I feel like we're right on pace.
As a pitcher, to really kind of cram, I mean, it feels like maybe you guys are cramming for a final, right? I mean, you guys have so much information. Is it maybe a nice break from the fact that, hey, I've got to really approach pitching a little bit differently because I have so little time to get ready for the season?
I didn't really have to do that, but yeah, it can definitely sneak up on you. And like, and you know, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, wow, like we leave in less than 10 days, and you know, that's just mind blowing. I've only been up to like 4 innings, but just knowing, I guess being there before and knowing what it takes to get back there, it makes you feel more comfortable.
Very good. Appreciate you and rooting for you this season.
Thank you.
Actually, one more question from Kyle Newman here. Kyle, go ahead.
One final one for you, John. Ryan Rawlson's drawn a lot of praise from the coaches during camp. What have you seen out of him, just kind of his approach and everything here in his first big league camp?
Ryan kind of reminds me of Pete Lambert a little bit. Very young, but like he's very on top of his stuff, very professional. You would think he was an older guy, but he's a little more mature. He's got great stuff when it comes to pitching. He can locate every pitch. He's got a really good mix, and he's always looking to get better somehow. So I think he's got a really bright future in front of him, and it's fun to watch.
Thanks, John.
All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
No worries.